a two. Is that a lick at blues in E's?
I just can't get used to this upstairs down. Just as I think I'm getting into it, I just sit here thinking, I don't know. It's not the same.
And then that's missing.
I think we need to throw this out here, Pete. When is it okay, YouTube? When is it okay for Pete and I to be back in the same room but socially distanced? There's enough room for Pete to be one side of the carpet and me to be the other, and 2 meters be apart.
Yes.
Hopefully soon. Come
When
on,
is that
Boris
okay?
and
Please.
UK government. Please give us the green light. I mean, I appreciate there's guidelines for nurses and guidelines for factory workers and guidelines for retail workers and it. But what about guidelines for YouTube presenters? I mean, it's just not high enough priority for you, government. So who knows?
Who knows?
Anyway,
hopefully soon.
Here we are again, upstairs, downstairs. I can hear Pete in the headphones and via a little screen just over there.
I'm there, I've got a screen there, I've got a camera there. I'm looking over there for the audio recording in Logic, and it's still strange, man.
Well, okay,
anyway.
Let's make it not strange.
Yes,
Come on,
let's do
people.
it, because it's fun.
So, Gibson, for I think probably since 2018, may have been 2017, I can't remember, but the most affordable guitar in the Gibson USA range was called a Tribute Special.
Yeah.
And a Tribute Special typically was a sort of a slab body guitar with a fairly narrow selection of finishes. They'd all have these kind of more open pore, kind of very thin nitro finishes. No binding, no case, just a very nice gig bag. I don't know if I can reach this one without falling over.
I've got one on each side of me here.
Nice gig bag. But, you know, essentially designed to be a nice, not cheap, it's because nothing out of America is cheap, but a sort of a more affordable entrance into the Gibson Nashville range.
Much more, is it? $8.99.
Well,
is that
yeah,
right?
so since about 2018 or 2017, that Tribute Les Paul was a double cut.
It was.
Maybe a double cut will appear on screen right now. Maybe a double cut version of a Tribute Special will appear on screen right now. And I'm not sure, man. For me, double cuts are for SGs.
Oof.
Single cuts are for Les Pauls.
Hey, what about 335s then?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Well, yeah, that's allowed. Double
Is that allowed?
But so anyway, I never felt that the double cut Les Paul ever really. It was never as popular as the single cut Les Paul.
No.
So
it's a weird shape, isn't it? It looks a bit strange with the.
So the cool thing in 2020 now is that Gibson have listened.
What?
They've listened and they've gone, okay, we'll just do the Tribute Special or the Special Tribute, whichever one it is.
Les Paul Special.
In a single cut, like just a regular Les Paul looking. We've got 2 models.
Yeah.
A humbucker version or a P90 version. And you can have any of these, or either of these 2 options in any of the 4 colours that you can see on screen. I love how you've gone black and white, Pete.
Yeah, that was completely random because I got all the 4 boxes over and I opened them up and these were there and yours was upstairs.
Do you know what though? How if you were in a band and you had one black Les Paul and one white Les Paul, that is cool.
It looks cool, doesn't it?
It does look cool.
My favourite is the white one.
That's your favourite?
Yeah, and because of the nitro, it's such a thin nitro lacquer, you can kind of see the grains through it.
Yes.
And I know it'll. This one has got almost a purple sheen in this light.
Purple Sheen's that's Martin Sheen and Barry Sheen's
little sister,
little auntie.
Yeah, it's the sister. But
so look, I'm going to show you on this guitar here. You're probably not going to see on the camera quite the sense of what I mean with this sort of slight open pore, but it just means it hasn't got that very high gloss finish. And if you rub your hand over it, you can just kind of feel the grain of the wood. On the humbucker version, we've got a 490R and a 490T. These are hot.
They're hot diggity day. They are.
So I'll show you that. The same volume and tone controls that you would have on a standard. A wraparound but intonation kind of adjusted bridge and tail piece.
Yeah.
I see. Perhaps we can see that a little bit closer. And the way that you would sort of fine tune the intonation on here is you've got these little Allen key screws that go in either side, and you can kind of move either side of the bridge further away or nearer to the mounting screws. Flippity flip. It's
Brokeback
slab
mounting.
body. It's not got an arch top in it. Did you just say Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah, it's a mounting. The mounting.
Brokeback
So
mounting.
it just brought me back to to watching that film.
That's his finest. What is it? A 2-piece body? Hard to say. I don't think it specifies. It might be
2 or 3 piece. It could be.
But hard to see the join. I think mine is a 2-piece here. But you'll
this might
be going,
be.
wow, what's that neck made of then? Because that's a very different colour. Seems to be more obvious, the different colour on the brown one than the other colours. But it's a maple neck.
Yeah.
So nice and sturdy. Rosewood fingerboard.
Yes.
Dot inlays. Normal 22 frets. Blah, blah, blah. Graphtec nut. And
little tuners.
In true kind of vintage style, it's got the little button tuners that would have been on some of the more affordable Les Pauls in the 50s.
And Lee, why this scratch plate shape, not just like is that just like
that's the Easter Island. It's the Easter Island shape, isn't it? So if you ever
it's the head like that. That's big nose here.
That's what it's designed around. Apparently Les Paul used to go on holiday to Easter Island every year with his wife, and they're big fans of the Easter Island heads, and they said, "I know, we should make a scratch plate in the shape of one."
That's a good story.
It's a good story.
This is a good story.
So here we go. Look, through a clean amp with no pedals. Now Pete's going to do the P90 one, and I'll do the humbuckery one. Listen to this. Now I've got I could probably nudge the input gain a tiny bit further down on the amp, but if I was to plug a Strat or a Tele into this amp, it would be spanky crystal clean. So that's the
fat,
neck pickup. It's the 490R and the 490T. R stands for rhythm, T stands for treble. I remember seeing those on guitars, back in the 70s. Or rather, I've seen them on guitars from the 70s. I wasn't, when I was a baby, I obviously didn't play. But they've always been that kind of hot, slightly angry sounding humbucker. Yeah. They're not like a classic creamy sounding. Anyway, what we need to do is if I take the volume from like 10 down to 8, I get nice clean tones.
It's still fat though, isn't it?
Back to 10 though.
Still fat. Play it. Play that lick. That's it. There it was.
Bridge pickup. I mean, it's gnarly, isn't it? I mean, no distortion pedals. If I pop a light speed on, and again, I guess I can probably do the same Yeah, just that little 20% volume roll off. That's where the clean tones are. Both together. And of course I've got tone controls if you... See, it's like jazz, country, blues. I'm joking. I'm being mean to country and jazz players who are all much better than I am, and blues players. Anyway, look, so how does it feel? It's got a very, it's got a modern kind of C, modern C. How does it feel? It's got like a relatively modern sort of 60s slim taper kind of neck, 12-inch radius, so it's flat-ish, not completely flat, but it's flatter than a Strat. Flatter than a Strat.
Flatter than a Strat. Is it 24 3/4?
It is a 24 and 3/4 inch scale length. Yeah. It's just, that's all very Les Paul-y.
Yeah.
But look, that's enough about this one. Peter,
yes, darling.
Take it away on the P90 version.
What's the difference? P90s. And these are just the P90s, according to the Gibson
P
website.
for Peter.
P for Peter, 90 for the age where I will finally get this lick right.
So close, Pete.
If I practiced it, I'm not so that. So basically, you got the same configuration as Lee's.
You know that thing about they say if you do something for 10,000 hours, you get really good at it. Yeah. I've been doing that for nearly 11,000 hours now.
It's all first on thing YouTube. In the morning. All on YouTube, yeah, that's right. That's right. So you got the same three-way selector switch, but you just got P90s in there. So I would think that they will have to make these bodies rooted on a different machine from yours, because those are
slightly smaller holes.
Yeah, weight-wise, it's kind of, it's like Les Paul weight, you know. I don't think it's as thick.
So technical.
Yeah, this is the technical bit.
We need some like Caribbean music to go in as we're doing this.
The SpongeBob. But you don't want to hear about that, you know. You want to listen to it. So here we go. It's still got that
a little
grunt.
bit of hair, isn't it?
It's got that grunt, but still not as grunty as your one. Because if I play less hard, if I put the camouflage on there. It's single coil, isn't it? You know. I know it's single coil,
but the two pickups together get a real single.
Quacky. It's funny because it still seems more output than. A little bit. I don't think, as you said, a Strat or Telly wouldn't go. There's no pedals. You can kind of hear the. You know, back pickup. I love these. You know, when we did the new Epiphones and we did the TV, the yellow TV yellow one.
The white looks
absolutely
great.
love
I like the fact that it's got a black, pickup, scratch plate, and knobs on it. It gives it a real.
I would rock this guitar, man.
Yeah, it's a great looking guitar.
It looks amazing. And there you go. There's some grunt.
Yeah.
But, you know, I would probably stick a Dane on it. Does it roll off? Oh, I love it!
Yes. So we to be honest with you, I think we've kind of demoed what these are and how they sound, and we'll jam out with the flip way round. So Pete will go, black and dirty with the humbucker one.
Oh,
and I'll
yeah.
go P90.
This is slightly lighter, this one.
For me, and remember, these are made in Nashville, USA, same factory as all the other guitars that come out of Gibson, or certainly all the other electric guitars that come out of Gibson. So you really get a sense of you've bought into a piece of, the proper DNA. But, with a capital B, Mr. Pete.
But.
The thing with the guitars like the Tribute Special is you're into that, so do you go full spec'd out, top of the range Epiphone? Something like that new 59 Epiphone Les Paul that's coming this summer.
Yes.
Or do you go what's the right way? Bottom of the range is not the word I want, but do you go with the most
Entry
affordable
level.
Gibson?
Yeah.
Do you accept that if you went Epiphone, you could have a beautiful flame top, an arch top, you could have American pickups in it, you could have a bound neck, it would probably come with a case, you'd probably still be less than one of these. Or do you just want that something that's got a little bit of Nashville juice in it? And
it's.
I know. Which camp are you? Because I don't even know if there's a right or a wrong answer to that one, Pete.
I don't think there is.
There's only your opinion, isn't there?
I think what you should do is you should say, okay, what is my budget first and foremost, and then
but what if they're about the same?
Then you play. Would I like something that looks really nice? But if it gets a ding in it, you go, oh no, it didn't get a ding in it. But something like this, for instance, if you play this because of the nitro lacquer and it's so thin, I bet you if you play this for
6 months,
yeah, you just go, it'll be rubbed off here and it gets some scrapes, and then it would look like a proper rock and roll machine. But if you got something with poly lacquer on and it gets some chips in it and some dings, and if you like your guitars to be like, it depends on what and then play it. When you come into the shop, go play it.
I bet you the 59 Epiphone Les Paul, which
we haven't done yet.
Yeah, well, we did it at NAMM, didn't we? So we've got the video. Are they $6.99 or $5.99? I think they're $6.99.
Yeah.
So they're still a couple of £100 cheaper than one of these. So
I don't know, man.
And I bet you the Epiphone, if you got a half decent setup on it, and it's got the American burst buckers on it, I bet you the Epiphone plays and sounds better. But
we need to do that video.
I think I still want to know that I've gone and bought this one
because it says Gibson on it.
But
no, I get completely what you're saying.
Maybe plays better is a bit unfair, because I do think these play great.
I mean, and listen to
definitely the Epiphone is going to look more blingy if what you want is a Les Paul standard.
But that's what I'm saying. If you want the bling stuff, but if you then... I don't know. When I played those Epiphones...
Go on, you tell the story while I play something sad.
No, when I played those Epiphones, the first time we got them in here, I was so impressed with those guitars for the money. I mean, if that 349 quid TV Les Paul Special TV Yellow one, it blew my mind. I think that was so great. And if we had them in stock, I would buy one right now. But we don't have them in stock.
This is a new feature, Pete. We need to literally do atmospheric music whilst the other one's talking.
Don't.
Yeah. It adds
whatever you like.
Extra to it.
I think people need to look at what they have.
And delay.
How much money have you got in the budget?
Keep going.
And then what do you want? How much money have you got? What's your budget for this? And then you go in the shop and you say, I've got 500 or 600 quid. Can I splash out $8.99 for something made in America that says Gibson on the headstock? Or do I just want to go $349? Because you can probably get the SG and the Special for $349. That's what, 700 quid. So that's still less money. You can get two Epiphones for what the price of one of these is.
I didn't hear any of that, Pete. I was concentrating on those difficult chords. Yeah. But I just agree with everything he said. I think.
But you can get two Epiphones for the price of what this one
Rationally speaking, everything you say is right.
It's not rational.
With Squire classic vibe.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
You're totally right. You could absolutely have 4 guitars or 2 guitars, 3 guitars, whatever, for the price. But I don't know.
You probably still have that. But
I want that white one with the P90.
The white one is absolutely epic, man. I mean, I would absolutely have one of those. But then would I have it over the TV yellow Epiphone?
Yes.
We need to shoot it out.
Shoot it out!
We need to do the American one, the Epiphone one, and then
that.
this one.
Oh, I see.
Those three. Right? Okay. Well, there we go, guys. Links are below for all of these guitars. And again, I hope you're staying safe out there.
Well,
we're staying safe in here.
We are certainly safe in here.
Yeah.
And there we are. So there you go. Look, so I know I didn't play the P91 in isolation, and neither did Pete, but we're in roughly-ish the same amp, and we've got pretty similar pedals. Yeah. So hopefully you got the idea. But look at these great colours.
Yeah.
And just to remind you again, whether you want the P91, you can get the P90 in the red, the brown, the white, or the black, or you can get the humbucker ones in the same 4 colours. There's all the usual interest-free credit and free shipping and la-di-da on the Andertons website, so head on over, check them out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Do it.
That is a great guitar.
What
are we
serial
playing?
numbers have we got there? What serial numbers?
Oh, it's a big serial number. I've got...
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I say that. I've got 2007 00305.
Okay.
I reckon this would be the 305th one that was made. And over here I've got 2014000221. Maybe it's the 221st. These are new.
Check this out.
These are all new. What have you got?
2007 00015.
Whoa!
This one, 15th. And this one is 2041 00238.
I tell you what, the best sounding drive pedal on my board with both these guitars is the one that I don't normally use as a drive pedal on its own. So the very thing, which is almost tube screamery, I suppose, so it's very low gain, a little bit less bass end. Yeah, it's blooming great.
It wants that screamer. Yeah. Anyway, come on, Lee. Let's say goodbye.
Oh man, that's the best sounding this pedal's ever been.
Lee, so let's say goodbye. You're ranting now. We're over. See you later, guys. Love you very much. Bye.